Hi everyone and welcome to this pick a card reading. So for this pick a card topic, we're going to look at, do they still love you? So have a person in mind that you want to know whether they still have feelings for you, whether they are still in love with you, and then choose which group or which deck you are drawn to. We're then going to reveal the cards that I have picked for each deck and see what the messages are and see, does this person still love you? What is it that they feel about you? And we'll just see what messages come through. So if you are ready, you can find the timestamp in the description box below and you can click that to skip ahead to your reading. So let us start with group one, which is this deck here. So I'm just going to move these decks out of the way for now so that we can get the other cards on the table. So is this person still in love with you? Do they still love you? So here we have the Seven of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Lovers. We have the Three of Swords. And we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so this is quite an interesting situation because this person definitely did love you. They definitely did have, real feelings for you. This was most likely like quite a long-term relationship. And I do feel like this person found it very difficult since the separation. I feel like this person, spent a long time heartbroken by the way that this relationship ended. I do feel like it ended not in a very nice way. I feel like there was tension between the two of you. Someone here most likely has moved on and chose another person. There may have even been questions around whether there was an affair or someone cheated here, because the Seven of Swords represents, deception. So, does this person still love you? It seems like they're trying to leave this in the past because they do feel like the two of you had too many arguments, or someone here wasn't honest, wasn't faithful with the other person. And even though they did love you, they're definitely trying to move away from this because they just feel like this relationship between the two of you brings too much conflict into their life. They don't want this kind of tension or stress. There may have been a very big argument at the end here and they just don't feel that the two of you can move past it. With the Wheel of Fortune, seems like this was a very karmic relationship. Like the two of you had a lot of lessons to learn through each other. I do see that there was a lot of growth. So the two of you really did help each other grow. At times this connection was great. At other times it just wasn't. And it was too up and down. I feel like this person doesn't even really understand how they feel because they just think there's so many questions here that they have. Like, what was real? What wasn't? How can we have such extreme highs but then such extreme lows as well? There was a lot of sexual attraction between the two of you. I do feel like the intimacy was great. Both of you, had a lot of chemistry. Like I said, I do feel like this was a long-term relationship or situationship because it may be that someone here chose another person before there was even a commitment, but whatever happened between the two of you here did happen for a long time. Now, there was a decision to be made, and I just feel someone made the decision to end this or choose another person rather than make that commitment to you or you make that commitment to them. With this Lovers card, it feels like there was potential here and there was a lot of love, but I also just sense almost an immaturity. This person was most likely focused on adventures. They wanted to travel, they wanted to explore other connections. They weren't in a position where they wanted to be tied down by a relationship. So it seems like they are most likely the one who made the decision to move away from this. you know, there could have been some pretty heartbreaking news. Like, it may have come to light after the ending that this person was seeing someone else, or had started seeing someone else very soon after. You know, Three of Swords, a lot of tears were shed over this connection, but both ways. Both of you were left very heartbroken by the situation. I do feel that at one point in time, the two of you thought that this was the one. Like, you both thought that you'd found true love with one another, but you just couldn't overcome the difficulties. I feel like whatever happened early on in this connection, it really haunted you both for the rest of, you know, the time that you were connected. It seems like neither of you could actually let the past go. You know, neither of you, even though you wanted to, you couldn't get over what had happened. It was too much conflict, too much arguments, and yeah, you know, basically they decided this wasn't healthy, and you may have realised that as well. But yeah, there was real love at the start of this. It's just, right now, does this person still love you? No. In all honesty, it seems like they're at least telling themselves that they don't, but you know, it was love, but the ending, I feel like this person has cried. They've cried over this, but they've tried to heal from it. So, you know, it's most likely that they have actually managed to move on now. You know, they are leaving this behind because they just feel like in order for them to move forwards, they have to let this go. They want good luck, they want good fortune. Like, this person may be so focused on money, or, you know, they just really wanted a change in their life, and they realized, yeah, they did have to leave this behind in order to have that, in order to have the kind of, you know, love that they really desire. So I strongly do feel there was a third party situation around this, or, you know, someone moved on very quickly. I feel like this person thinks that you are now in another relationship. They feel like you've chosen another person, and do you know what, they may have even moved away from you, telling themselves they didn't love you. But then it's only when you moved on that this person realized, yeah, it was love. Like, and it seems that since one of you moved on, most likely you are the one who's now moved on. This person has realized the depth of their love for you, but they've had to heal from it because too much has happened, and it's not something that they feel that they can have in the future. You know, this person's definitely making peace with what happened, and I do feel both of you are now moving in different directions. So you can, you know, trust that this was love, this was real love between you both. But, you know, the wheel has moved, things have moved on now, and both of you are ready to move forwards and find a relationship which is more aligned with you now that you've learned the lessons through each other. This was a connection where the two of you learned a lot of important things, but ultimately one of you grew quicker than the other, or someone here made the decision to, you know, to lie or to cheat, and you know, things fell apart. But it's sad, but I do feel like there is a more aligned relationship here for both of you, and you may have even already moved on and found that. Okay, group 1, if this resonates with you, then please do let me know in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this pick a card, even if it was a difficult message to hear. But we're now going to move on to group 2. So group 2, does this person still love you? Oh my gosh, you also got the Three of Swords. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, this is someone who hasn't been able to move on. They've been distracting themselves. They've not been able to move on from this. Yeah, the Empress. Yeah, this person's still madly in love with you. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, this is sad. The Hermit. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'll try not to cry. Okay. Yeah. Group 2, this person is still in love with you. They've been distracting themselves since this, you know, this separation. They've tried to work on other things. They've tried to work on themselves, you know, focus on career, but you are right in the center here. Like they can't get you out of their mind. This person, no matter how hard they try to distract themselves, they still want you. This is someone who I don't feel is gone from the picture. I think they're going to make you an offer. This is someone who really wants to be with you, and they want to make that commitment. You know, Queen of Pentacles, they see how abundant you are. This is someone who fully appreciates you. They know your value. I don't know why this even fell apart, because I just feel like, do you know what? I feel like this person may actually love you more than you love them. Maybe there just wasn't enough love or enough balance here, but I know that this person, you know, hasn't forgotten you. They haven't moved on. Even if they are in another relationship, this person, nope, they still have you on their mind. This is someone who hasn't been able to let go of you. With the Hermit, it feels like the more time they spend on their own, the more time they spend thinking about this, the more in love they actually are. You know, they say time is a healer, but I feel in this situation, the more time passes, the more this person hurts, because they're thinking of all the missed opportunities and the time that they should have had with you. This person just feels kind of lost, to be honest. I feel like they're trying to find a way back to you. Group 2, this person, no matter how quiet they are or how long it's been, I just sense that they are trying to find a way back into your life. You know, this is someone who had a lot of spiritual lessons to learn, but I feel like they have been doing that. You were working on growing your abundance and freeing yourself of codependency. So you may have been a little bit codependent in the past. This relationship, it feels like you both just went to work on different things. I don't sense any hard feelings here. It's as if, you know, you needed to work on something else. They needed to work on a different area of their life. And yeah, it just wasn't really aligned at the time. Like, you both outgrew each other. But, you know, this person feels like now they are more evolved. They want to reconnect with you, but I don't know if that will happen or if that's what you want. Like, you may feel that too much time has passed. You may be, you know, in like a different place emotionally. I'm not sure whether you still love this person as much. It feels like both of you are quite sad that it didn't work out, but, you know, you are thinking, well, this happened for my highest good. Maybe you do believe that you and this person will find a way back to each other. You may feel like there is a future here. I don't know why, but I'm being given alcohol problems, some kind of addiction. This person may have had a lot of healing to do around codependency on alcohol or substances, and yeah, it feels like that could very well be what pulled you apart. Maybe this person didn't think it would take so long, or maybe they thought they could heal themselves and come back to you, but things had changed when they returned. I feel like this person may have already tried to return to you, but you may have chose not to make that happen, or maybe it just didn't work out. So I'm not too sure how this develops and what happened, but I know that, yeah, this person is still so in love with you. Like, you have that heart, and I feel like you always will in this lifetime. There's something about you where, you know, the Empress, you nurtured this person in a way that they'd never been nurtured before. I feel like the kind of love you gave them, or the way that you showed love, was something so unique, and they hadn't experienced that before, and they don't feel they'll experience it again. This is like first love kind of vibe I'm getting. Like, it'll always be significant, and I do think that this person's finding it very hard to move on from you. Okay, group 2, if you chose this group, then do let me know in the comments. It wasn't as long as group 1, but the message was just, you know, so clear. Yeah, that person is still very much in love with you, and they do want to find a way back, you know, back together for the two of you. So, on to group 3. So, let's have a look. Four of Wands. Let's see what else we've got. Five of Cups. Five of Swords. I feel like you're already in a relationship with this person. You've just had a bit of a disagreement, a bit of a fallout. Knight of Swords. And lastly, Ace of Swords. Let's move it along a bit. Yeah, grief-free. Like, this person is still in love with you. I feel like this was just a disagreement. A bit of like heat of a moment kind of situation. But yeah, the two of you are going to talk about this. I just feel there's a major conflict or tension between you both right now. So clearly something's not going to plan. But this person still feels like you'll get through it. Five of Cups and Four of Wands. The vibe I'm getting over here is like this. They feel like this is like till death do us part kind of energy. Like, they feel that you are going to get married, that this relationship will have its ups and downs, but ultimately you'll always find a way through. The Five of Cups, they do feel like, you know, they're not going to miss out on this. They're not going to make that mistake. They know what the two of you have. They know how wonderful this relationship is. There's just things here that you do need to discuss, but the Ace of Swords is like success and victory. So this person feels that your relationship is kind of like meant to be. They feel like this is destiny. The Knight of Swords, this person's probably pulled away because of an argument, but they are going to come back in here with a lot of energy and enthusiasm. Yeah, of course this person still loves you. I'm not really sure why you're even questioning this. I feel like you know it already. You just know that this is a little conflict or disagreement which got out of hand. This person may have threatened to walk away, to move away from this, but you know that they're coming back in. Knight of Swords. Now, this could be something which happens frequently, so it's important to work on communication with this person and start to open up to one another. But does this person still love you? Yes. I also feel that you're going to get a second chance here. So if things haven't gone to plan recently, there will be a bit of a rebirth in this connection. You guys have great chemistry. There's a strong sexual energy coming through here. Like, I do feel that, you know, this is kind of like very passionate. I feel like when you end this conflict, there's going to be a lot of like intimacy, and, you know, the sexual energy is just really, really strong. Maybe you do have arguments and then you have like lots of makeup sex. You know, that could be like a situation here, because I just know this person does love you. They're maybe not very good at communication. Maybe that's what they want to work on. Perhaps this person doesn't tell you how they feel enough. But, you know, that is something that they do want to work on with you, because, yeah, this person feels like this relationship is the relationship for them. I feel like you're already in a relationship with this person. I do get a sense of commitment here, as if they know that, you know, you're going to get married or you're going to move in together. Like, you two are meant to be in a relationship together. The way this pen is in his hand, I feel like there's something he wants to say. So he maybe wants to ask you about taking that next step with him, but he doesn't deal well when he has a lot in his mind. So he may be having some other things going on in his headspace which is distracting him, and that could be why he's like pulled back here. But the Knight of Swords, like, this person's going to come in with a lot of energy, and I do feel they're going to make a deeper commitment to you to show you that they love you. There is birth here. This green here reminds me of an egg. There's birth here. There is going to be a new cycle happening between the two of you very soon. So yeah, this person absolutely is in love with you. They feel like this relationship is the most successful relationship they've had. I do feel that they're still dealing with some of their issues from the past, which, you know, have impacted them a lot in relationships. So they might struggle with opening up and communicating about how they feel, or they may struggle to like work through anxious thoughts. Like, if they've got a lot going on in their life, maybe they do get a little bit frustrated and pull away from people. So they've got things that they know that they need to work on, but you know, this person's going to move back towards you very quickly. They're impulsive. Knight of Swords. This is someone who's very impulsive. So, you know, once they're out of their head and they've made a decision about the next step for the two of you, they're going to make it happen quickly. Maybe because they're so impulsive, you wonder how grounded they are and whether they mean what they say and whether they will take that next step, or, you know, you just wonder how much thought has gone into whatever they've got planned, but a lot. They've spent a lot of time thinking, but this is like when they decide, they make it happen fast. So yeah, I feel like this person is really focused on building the connection with you and taking that next step together. So it won't be long before they are suggesting the next step or proposing that you move in or get married or even just commit to each other officially. So they do have plans here. Big success, big victory energy here. Like there's going to be a breakthrough between the two of you. But yeah, you came here to see if this person still loves you, and the answer is 100% yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, group 3. Let me know what resonated in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this pick a card. I felt really guided to do this one today, guys. So I do hope you all enjoyed it. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Just let you guys know what decks I used. So group 1 was this one here, the Rainbow Tarot. Group 2 was the Sleepwalkers Tarot, and group 3 I used the Leeds Tarot here. So those were the 3 decks that I used if you guys liked the images and want to know which one you picked. So yeah, thank you for watching today. Let me know in the comments what resonated. I will be doing a little talk on sacred space today, so I will post the link in the description box below. Last week I did a talk on how to surrender, which loads of people found really useful, so check that out if you haven't already. And you can find the topic for this week's talk and the link to it in the description box below.